Hello, 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 ladies. What's up? I'm Coach Cass. Oh my goodness, America's go-to love doctor. Hello, honey. I am the love coach and matchmaker with InspireMany.com. Now, you are in the right place at the right time. So I want you to kick back and relax. Oh, sorry for the reverb. Please do comment below. For those of you who are just tuning in, state your name, state your city, where you're tuning in from, so I can feel the love. Hey there, honey. I'm just going to do a little bit of typing in the beginning just to make sure I have everything where it should be. We had a couple of technical difficulties, but we're straight now. So, hey, girl, hey, you are in the right place if you're a successful single woman who has everything but a man. Like, literally, you've been doing what you've been needing to do when it comes to the work in your life, to your business, to your career, to tending to your family, to tending to your friends. But when do you get to tend to yourself? Hello? It's me. I was wondering. I know. I shouldn't. I really should not sing. So, yeah, honey, I really, really, really want to take the time out to say thank you for being here. There are so many other places that you could be, and you really should be here, because I know for a fact that you've spent way too much time when it comes to business. You've spent way too much time when it comes to other things, and you haven't spent enough time when it comes to the love in your life. And I just want to recognize you for what you've done and who you are and what you stand for. Girl, you've made it far. And now my goal is that you make it far with someone by your side. Somebody special, Mr. Right, true companionship. And I know for some of you, you're married and you're like, I don't know if I want to do this dating thing again, Coach Cass. Some of you have never been married and you're like, marriage scares me, or, ideally I want to get married and have kids, but I just don't know. You're in the right place at the right time. So, hey, girl, hey, what you sipping on? If you're sipping on something good, please do type in the chat below what you're sipping on so we can see. Oh man, that's good. That's real good. All right. So when it comes to, I see you. Okay, I'm sipping on water because I'm working. When it comes to love, what happens? What is it? What's been holding you back? I've come to realize that so many times we grow up watching our parents in relationships, and that's our school. Do they teach us the best things when it comes to, fortunately? Now, I know some of you are saying, well, my parents have been married for 40, 50 years, Coach Cass. Yeah, things that you really don't see eye to eye with. Or I was raised by a single mom, and I had a lot of uncles, right? Yeah, my mom dated or my dad dated, but nothing really panned out. Parent might have sat down with you once or twice overall about love, maybe, but did they really teach you what you needed to know when it came to love? And that's where I come in. My main focus is that you're successful when it comes to the love in your life. And I truly believe when your love is right, your money's right. So your bottom line, your business, your career doesn't have to suffer when you choose the right man. I understand that you can pretty much get any man. You could get a guy, bowling alley, supermarket. You could get somebody, but you want somebody on your level. You want someone in line with who you are and what you stand for. So that's really who I'm talking to. That woman who is tired of Match, Tinder, swiping left, swiping right. You're like, what do? I keep having these situationships instead of relationships. Or that woman who's like, look, I haven't been on a date in 20 years and I'm scared. Either of the spectrum, you're in the right place at the right time. Because at the end of the day, you want the same thing. You want true companionship. You want the type of love that makes your heart smile, that gets you excited, that makes you say, yes, honey, I had a good night last night and a good morning this morning. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you had to sleep with somebody. I'm just saying you had a good night. Be clear. All right, so what are we talking about? How to attract, right? So we're talking about really how to become a love magnet, right? So how do you become a love magnet? And if you're just tuning in, I want you to share the link to this webinar. Share it out, send it out to your girlfriends, #LoveMagnet. How do you become a love magnet? And if you're watching the replay, I still want you to watch till the end and play full out, okay? So whether you're watching live or you're watching the replay, I need you to be here present with me. Okay, what do you need to do? Number one, in becoming a love magnet. So I became a love magnet with 3 key things that I'm going to share here today, just as an insight of what you can do in your own home. Like, hey, you can do this at home too. All right, guys. So I want you to get out your notebook and your pen. What's up? If you're just tuning in, I'm Coach Cass. So number one, you have to know yourself. Know yourself. You may want to get to know others and see who fits, but do you truly? Have you gone within? Have you spent time alone? No one can fulfill us or make us happy except for ourselves. So what does that mean, Coach Cass? Of course I know myself. You know, I like long walks on the beach. I like spaghetti dinners. I like to travel per se. I absolutely know myself, sure. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you getting real. You are. Some of those flaws, some of those skeletons, some of those things back there. And I know for a fact that sometimes you feel like a fraud. You show up looking happy, but inside you're just absolutely distraught. And tearing you up inside, but you don't want to come to terms with it. Am I right, Coach Cass? Know yourself. What is it that's been holding you back from relationships? And I don't want to hear, well, I don't know. I don't want to hear, there are just no good men in my area, Coach Cass. Like, listen, there are no good men in Michigan, Milwaukee, Ohio, Florida, New York, Jersey, DC, Bahamas. Listen, women every single day, and I hear the same exact thing. Coach Cass, there are just no good men anywhere. I'm telling you, honey, listen to me. Know yourself. What are some of your amazing qualities? What are some of the things that get you excited? What do you love to do? And what would you love to engage in? What would you like to do? What would you like to engage in? What would you like to experience? But that starts with you and knowing yourself. What do you stand for? And on the line when it comes to politics, when it comes to health, when it comes to religion, when it comes to love. Knowing yourself. What are your boundaries? That's a big one, right? I got off the phone yesterday with a potential client, and she was just saying, you know, Coach Cass, I find myself in this revolving door type of situation. I've been in situationships for 2 months at a time, and they end right at the 2-month mark. It feels like she's playing replay on her life over and over and over again. But she said, hey, there's nothing wrong with me. It's all them. Where have you done that in your life? Nothing wrong with me. It's all them. And I'm not saying something's wrong with you, but what do we need to tweak? First, we need to take an inventory so you know yourself. I'll let you know, when I was on my journey to love, it started with me, right? I became a student of love. I got a coach. I studied under the best of the best, right? When it came to love. And I started to look at, well, where did I mess up in my past? What was my part to play? I couldn't continuously blame somebody else for where I was because they were no longer a part of my life. How long that guy or that girl or that person, how long do you blame them for? Go on. If you're just tuning in, I want you to hit the share button. Share. Hey girl, hey, I'm Coach Cass, America's go-to love doctor. So what are we talking about? How to become a love. So in order to attract, in order to really get someone to be interested in you, right? To attract, to be magnetism, to be magnetized, to be polarized, right? So you get somebody that's really connected with you. You really have to be strong in who you are. And I know there's a part of you that feels like that you're fake or you're a fraud. Show up for you. Where is that happening for you? And how do we work together to move through that? I know for me, I spent nights on my floor, tears rolling down my eyes, wondering, how could I be so foolish? I had made some really crappy decisions when it comes to love. Okay, maybe not you. Maybe you've never made a crappy decision in your life, right? No, I'm good, Coach Cass. But I'm pretty sure there's something you regret in your past. Some type of shame. And knowing that, holding on to that, is hindering you. Love magnet that you need to be. Take the time out to really get to know yourself and rewind this video later on tonight and write down and really answer them. Hello? Don't let this be time wasted. Let this be actionable time. My main focus is for you to take action in your love life. Name of my company is Inspire Many. It's to inspire you, all of you out there, not just me, right? For there to be a ripple effect across this world that you could just feel the love. But the love starts with you. So that's point number 2, right? In order to become a love magnet, hey girl, hey, you have to love yourself. I love yourself, Coach Cass. You have to love yourself. So the key to loving others is loving yourself first. Loving yourself means slowing down in your life and creating space. Thoughts in your mind that pop up and diffusing the negativity that automatically can come in. We are our worst enemy. Listen to me. Not everybody knows your dirt. Sometimes you feel like they know. So you look around and say, oh, I just hope they don't find out that I'm really a fake, flawed, fraud person. I really hope they don't find out. Likely they're not. It's all in your mind. So when do you start to show yourself compassion? When do you start to show yourself? It's only with true compassion and starting to love yourself from the inside out, having that self-love, that then your love life will be transformed. I really believe, my mentor always says, it starts with self-love. So what are you doing? And I just don't want to hear about, massages and pedicures. That's not what I'm talking about, honey. Where's the compassion for life towards yourself? Now I know I'm getting real serious, and you guys are used to me just being real fun and happy, but this is a serious matter. This is the state of your love life. It's a serious matter. Serious. It's more serious than the State of the Union, honey. State of our country, state of our nation, state of our world. Your love life is most important. Studies show, okay? Studies show that women who are married are more successful in health. They live longer, they're happier, they're healthier, and guess what? They make more money. Make more money. So I know quite a few of you watching right now like, oh, Coach Cass, I don't know if I need a man, want a man, can do a man just because he might mess up my money plan. And the right man, I'm going to tell you right now, the right man will not do that. The right man will help you get to the next level, because I see this in every single live that I do. Every single one. Love is right. Your money's right. Period. And I know for some of you, you're just tuning in. So, hey, girl, hey, I'm Coach Cass. If you're watching the replay, make sure that you share. If you're watching live, make sure that you share. Hashtag Love Magnet, right? So what are we talking about? How to become a magnet. How do you do that? How does that happen? Coach Cass, how did you get your man? You know, your man's so cute. Oh my goodness, girl. He's amazing. How'd you get a man so polished, so professional? When you're married, things get better. Okay, let's just put it like that. Save more money, you make more money, there's more tax breaks, there's a one bill on many ends, right? Married people have healthier hearts. Marriage is good for your memory. Of conscientious spouses tend to be more successful at work, you know, so it's just all these things. You know, you have higher occupational success when you're married to so that's what we're talking about. How do you get with the right man? Not just any man, but the right man. You want some gigolo off the street? And if you do, you're in the wrong webinar. I want you to be able to say, look, Coach Cass, look at this. I got this ring, girl. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh. And it's not about, you know, oh, marriage is the one accomplishment you're missing in your life. That's not what I'm saying. You are a whole person. You are a whole person. But I truly believe that my life and the life of my clients have gotten better once they got into the right relationship. Some true companionship of someone who cares about you, who loves you for who you are, the fake, flawed fraud that you are, that somebody will think you're fun, focused, and fabulous, you know? So how do we do this? You have to know yourself, then you have to love yourself. Because when you love yourself, you exude that. And the magnetization, that's the word, right? Increase. It does. People absolutely will be drawn to you. I'm telling you, you'll start smiling more things will start to come into your space. And I understand, believe you me, that this stuff works. It wasn't until I was in a good space that I attracted my man. I remember being at a barbecue, and because I was in such a good place mentally, physically, emotionally, this man had to come over and talk to me. We talked for the whole evening. And I wasn't worried about anything else or anyone else. And, you know, he took his time to ask me out on a date. Hello. Sushi. And had an 8-hour date just talking. It was awesome. I just remember, you know, sitting at that table and thinking, wow, what if? I wonder. But let me not rush it. Let me just enjoy this moment. My heart beating fast and my fingers kind of tremble like, you know what? This feels different. And that's exactly what I want you to have, for you to feel. No longer settling for the less than, for that dude, for that person, right? It's really the person for you. And Number 3, in terms of becoming a love magnet to yourself. Faking it till you make it is a great mantra, but it's not for everything or everyone in life. Your being needs more than that. And trying to behave like someone else or playing someone else's role in someone else's life is not serving you to be even more of a fraud. So how do you become true to yourself? Starting to understand that right now you are missing out on something, and you do feel a certain type of way sometimes on a Saturday night sitting on your couch alone. Own up to that. We're having a private conversation right now. Like, yes, there's hundreds of people watching alongside you, but you and I are having a private conversation right now that you need to be true to yourself. That now is the time. Listen, you're getting older, 30s, 40s, 50s. It's like you turn around, where did all my childbearing years go? Where did all those great relationships go? You're scrolling Facebook and you're seeing all your exes are married and happy. You're like, what is happening right now? And you say to yourself, oh, I'll focus on business, love later. Love now. You deserve the type of love that is attracted to you and who you are, who you truly are at the core of you. And being true to yourself and not showing up with a fake person. I understand that you don't have time for games anymore, right? I'm grown, Coach Cass. I don't have time for games. So now is the time for you to take to say, all right, be true to myself. What does that mean? You're asking that question right now. You know, Coach Cass, I need to work on myself and who I am and how I love myself. And that's perfect. I do have a mini course for you, okay? I have a simple mini course for you. I know you're busy, girl. Part class, right, on self-love that comes with a meditation, all right? And it's a meditation that you can listen to daily that will go through your perfect day in a space where you're loved, where you have the kind of love that you truly deserve. And on top of that, the 2-part mini course is all about self-love. How do you, yes, love others, but truly turn all that love into yourself, quieting the noise, the negativity, and really enjoy who you are to the core, and how to silence the negative sounds to really attract in the person that you've been seeking, starting with yourself. It's time to show up for you. And if you're that person that you're like, you know what, that in my life right now, this program will normally go for $127. But today, I'm giving it to you for 17 bucks. Hello? Hello? Yes, I said $17. 17. So I want you to click the button below and make sure that you purchase it now, right now. Why? A back burner. Just like anything else. If I said, hey, make more money today. Hey, travel to Europe today on this deal, you would press buy. So I'm going to tell you right now that this is just as important. Your love life is in a state of emergency. Right now, you don't have the person in your life that makes your heart smile. And having that time alone on a Saturday night where no one's calling you, that guy that shows up to your house is not serving you, right? That little friend, right? So you need somebody in your life that gets you, that celebrates you, that understands you, that lifts you up, that cultivates you. And if you really want to start to attract the real kind of love that gets you right in there. And when you say $17, I know that's an easy drop in the bucket for you, honey. Like you can't even play around, okay? So I'm giving you my meditation along with my 2-part mini course, okay? I need you to press the button, go ahead and purchase right this very moment. 100% money back guarantee. So if you go through the course, this didn't make me think, didn't help to shift things for me, it wasn't worth my time, we'll give you your money back, 100%. All right, so there is no risk. So when there's no risk, why not go for it? Just go for it, girl. I've been on your end before. I've thought to myself, I need a program, but should I get it now? You know, I'm busy now. Maybe I'll get it later. But one thing I understand is that later never comes. So if you're going to get it, period. Period. And if you have any questions, I'm here for you. Email me, coach@inspiremany.com. coach@inspiremany.com. Let's have a conversation if you have a question. But I tell you, for $17, listen, that's less than everything in your closet, honey. Okay? So I don't want to hear the excuses. The time is now for you to truly take action when it comes to the love in your life. Yeah. So I can't wait to be a part of your testimony. And just in case you're just tuning in, I want to go over what the 3 points are to become a love magnet. All right. So number one, you have to know yourself, right? You have to know yourself. Number two, you have to love yourself. Show some compassion, honey. And number three, you have to be true to yourself. Because overall, if you're living someone else's life or someone else's lie, and whether you're showing up as a single woman or as a woman dating and entering a relationship, you need to be authentically you. Get the right boo. All right, honeys, I'm so happy that you were here to join me here. And please hit share and hashtag love magnet. Let me know that this was an amazing use of your time. I pray that it was a blessing to you. And thank you all so much for tuning in. Much love, many blessings. This is Coach Cass, America's go-to love doctor. I'm a love coach and matchmaker with InspireMany.com. I'm just seeking to be a part of your love testimony. Bye.